Hi everyone, Ashish Kyal this side. It's great to have every one of you over here. Fantastic. And we are going to keep it very short and swift. We just want to check approx what is happening with the markets, what it is looking like. तो आज का जो वेबिनार है हमारा उसका इंटेंशन एंड व्हाट वी वांट टू डू इन दैट इज we just want to know what is the overall trend of the market. We want to see some aspects of what is happening with the global markets and Nifty पे क्या view है. So I'm going to keep it very short and swift this time. I'm just going to take a very quick look. Let me just share it across. What's happening with Nifty? What's happening with all of those stocks that we are looking at? So बहुत ही quickly देखते हैं. And it's great to have ऊपर या नीचे सभी लोग वेट कर रहे हैं कि कहां पर जाएगा निफ्टी. इज इट गोइंग टू बी अप और इज इट गोइंग टू बी डाउन? सो दैट्स गोइंग टू बी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. सो लेट मी जस्ट शेयर अक्रॉस माय स्क्रीन राइट नाउ एंड बहुत ही क्विकली देखेंगे कि ओवरऑल मार्केट का ट्रेंड फिलहाल लग क्या रहा है. लेट मी जस्ट गो हियर एंड शेयर माय स्क्रीन. जस्ट अ सेकेंड. In a moment, and you will be able to see my screen right now. So if you are looking at the chart here, you can clearly see that the overall trend for the market is right now not doing anything. Are you able to see my chart? Okay, clearly I can see that the overall trend of the market is sideways. There is no clear trend that you are able to see on the screen here. It's not going in any specific direction. Sideways mein hai market filal. That is what you can make out. And in this sideways trend, the most important thing जो आपको देखना है, यहाँ पर सबसे ज्यादा जो जरूरी है वो देखना ये है कि यहाँ पर जो हाई है निफ्टी का 17,772 है and the low of Nifty is at 17,160. So that is the range of the market within which it is currently going and moving between. There is no direction, there is no trend. अगर आप ट्विटर पे फॉलो करोगे, मैंने थोड़े दिन पहले बताया था एक रेंज में रहेगा 2 दिन पहले. गिवन दिस कैंडल फॉर्मेशन एग्जैक्टली वहीं पे साइडवेज में हम रेंज में हैं. दैट इज व्हाट वी कैन सी ऑन दिस मार्केट. नाउ ओवरऑल वेव पैटर्न क्या है, विच डायरेक्शन आर वी गोइंग टू ब्रेक आउट, दैट मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ पीपल वांट टू नो कि कौन से डायरेक्शन में ब्रेकआउट आएगा. क्या ये ऊपर की ओर आएगा या नीचे की ओर आएगा? दैट इज व्हाट एवरीवन वांट्स टू सी and everyone wants to know the direction in which the breakout is going to be happening. Now I don't want to come in the guessing work कि कौन से डायरेक्शन में मूव आएगा, but my take basis of the wave theory is that नीचे एक लेग आना चाहिए. For that to happen, so overall जो वेव पैटर्न हम देख रहे हैं, अगर आप ये चार्ट देख पा रहे हैं, आई एम गोइंग टू ड्रॉ अ वेव पैटर्न वेरी क्विकली बेसिस ऑफ नियो वेव. व्हाट इज द चार्ट सजेस्टिंग? वी हैव वेव ए हियर, सॉरी दिस वाज वेव डब्ल्यू एंड एक्स. जो वेव थियरी समझते हैं उन्हें पता रहेगा. वी हैड वेव ए बी सी डी E here, F on the downside, and this was possibly G, and another X wave. This is a triangle wave A that we can see. The triangle wave B, which is currently going on, is right now, I think we are still in B wave. It doesn't look to be complete. It looks right now, looking at the overall structure, possibly we might want to break this level once, create that panic, go towards that 17,260 odd levels, then maybe we might want to reverse. So that is the path that I am seeing that the Nifty can possibly follow from here on. It's too soon to say yehi path hoga, but that's what I think markets can possibly do and the trend that we can expect markets to follow. So right now wave B is going on. Is it over? Too soon to conclude. B has taken the required amount of time and यहाँ से क्या होगा देखते हैं. 17,470 पे ध्यान रखना है और ऊपर में 17,000 जो लेवल हम देख रहे हैं, ये जो हाई बना है निफ्टी पे, द हाई ऑफ दिस कैंडल इज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 17,700. सो वी नीड टू टेक आउट ईदर दैट लेवल. 650 एक और लेवल है. सो 17,650 फॉलोड बाय 700 के ऊपर तेजी है. Otherwise अगर 480, now the problem is it happens with gaps. So if Nifty moves along with the gap again, then there is nothing that you can possibly expect to do. So इसके साथ ही ये तो निफ्टी का चार्ट था. इसके साथ में लेट मी गो टू डाउ जोन्स इंडस्ट्रियल एवरेज एंड जस्ट लुक एट व्हाट इज हैपनिंग विद यूएस मार्केट on the Dow Jones side. This is what remains a concern. So आज का जो हमारा डिस्कशन है, we want to look at the global markets, we want to see what's happening with US. So अगर आप US मार्केट में देखोगे, the overall trend had been on the downside and absolutely no recovery yet we are seeing. So that remains a very, very concerning sign. And the US market is actually showing weakness. That is one. But इस पे ये हम ये भी बोल सकते हैं that the US market के अलावा okay, US market के अलावा we can also say कि Nifty can actually instead of catching low, US can try to catch on the upside. So we can also say that now that is the perception. I'm not saying that Nifty should go down. Right now we are standing in a junction which looks like a triangle pattern, but US remains a concern. साथ ही में अगर हम देखें तो ओवरऑल डॉलर इंडेक्स अगर आप देखोगे, इफ यू आर लुकिंग एट द ओवरऑल डॉलर इंडेक्स, देयर इज बीन अ वेरी शार्प राइज on the dollar index on the upside is what we are able to see, and this dollar index which is showing on the upside is a sign of concern. Dollar rally के साथ में if you look at the commodity, if you look at the overall commodity prices are not bouncing back. So if we look at crude oil price or copper has been sharply on the downside. So there is absolutely no trend that we can see in the market, sorry, uptrend I am saying. So अगर आप copper को देख रहे हैं हम, let us look at copper over here. I am just checking the copper futures on the COMEX chart. Look at the fall that we are seeing in the copper. So that shows the industrial demand is not picking up. Now that's not a very, very promising sign that the industrial demand is not picking up because of the collapse that we are seeing in the copper. And we are seeing a rally in the dollar index, and the Dow Jones has continued to capitulate. So the overall outlook, the way I am seeing the market right now, the trend is absolutely sideways. It is not moving out in any direction. If I go back to Nifty now, we are not going in any specific direction. Right now, we are just sideways. It is too soon to say that we might want to go down. But however, if I'm looking at an hourly chart, if I'm looking at the hourly pattern, it looks that there is one leg which is pending on the downside, which might try to come down towards 300, 260 odd levels. That's the zone where we are seeing a possibility. But देखना होगा मंडे को क्या होता है. That is what I think we might want to see from here on. So I just wanted to keep this very, very short right now. And if you look at the overall Bank Nifty movement, the overall Bank Nifty movement right now that we are seeing is this chart. That is the overall pattern right now. Let me just delete that. Overall consolidation. So Bank Nifty ने relatively outperformance दिखा है. It is managing to sustain near the higher levels, possibly an extracting triangle, but बहुत जल्दी है. तो देखते हैं यहाँ पर बैंक निफ्टी का जो मेजर हर्डल है वो 39,660 है. If it manages to cross that, then yes, a positive breakout is there. But reverse हुआ तो बैंक निफ्टी में actually काफी scope है नीचे जाने का if it reverses from here. So I'm not talking both sides. I'm saying right now it's a wait, patience game. अगर आप वेट करके पेशेंटली देख सकते हैं, then there can be some possibility we can expect markets to, you know, catch a direction. And in this kind of sideways market, you want to look at that. What about the crash that you were talking last week? I think the problem with people is they are simply understanding कि crash बोला crash हुआ नहीं. What is your definition of a crash? I want to ask you that. Do you think that the crash का मतलब होता है कि निफ्टी 2-3 हजार पॉइंट गिरेगा? That is a crash. Nifty moved from 17,800 levels towards 17,180 levels on the downside. क्या वो crash नहीं था? एक दिन में निफ्टी ने 500-450 पॉइंट का फॉल दिखाया था. क्या वो crash नहीं था? So you know the problem is people always expect a crash. मतलब it has to continue 2,000 points. Why you can't really digest that a movement of 700-800 points can also be a move on the downside, and so that is sufficient for us right now. So and US market is at 3-week low. Absolutely, Dr. Vikram, I can see that. So बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो crucial juncture पे है, is what I am saying. The overall sideways trend है. यहाँ पर देखना होगा कि मार्केट यहाँ पर कौन सा लेवल पहले ब्रेक करता है, एंड बेसिस ऑफ दैट वी कैन गेट अ डायरेक्शनल मूव। नीचे में 17, अगर 17,470 निफ्टी इफ इट इज ब्रेकिंग, then we might want to see it going much lower on the downside back towards that level. So we might see again a crash of around 300-400 points on Nifty. देखते हैं वो लेवल्स ब्रेक करता है कि नहीं। और ऊपर में गैन लेवल जो निफ्टी का सपोर्ट लेवल है, दैट इज 17,756, that is the support level that is there on the upside. So we need to see if it can manage to go above that level of 17,756 on Nifty. So I'm keeping a very close watch on these two levels. Until then, sell a strangle, form an option strategy, and you might want to take a trade basis of that. So that is what we are looking at. One step at a time. Let's see how it is opening. If you look at the overall weekly candle on Nifty, अगर आप वीकली कैंडल देखोगे निफ्टी पे चेंज नहीं हुआ है बायस, दिस इज एन आउटसाइड कैंडल, द बायस इज स्टिल नॉट चेंज्ड एंड निफ्टी हैज स्टिल नॉट क्लोज अबाउट द प्रायर कैंडल हाई. So the weekly bias is still bearish. We are below this blue trend line right now, and yes, if Nifty manages to break this level again on the downside, the low around that we are looking at, this low which is 17,340, then we might again start seeing the selling pressure. That is how it is looking like. So यहाँ पर तो wait and watch scenario है, weekly trend bearish है, and very important that you have to keep a close watch on these levels. 17,470 के नीचे 340 तक जाएगा, और 17,340 300 का लेवल अगर ब्रीच हुआ, selling pressure can intensify and everyone can be caught off guard again. That is what I am seeing on the chart. I will turn bullish once I start seeing a move back about that 17,756 level. उसके ऊपर अगर जाता है, then we might start seeing some positivity, but जब तक, maybe right now, sell on rise is the tone of the market. Are we good? So I thought I'll keep it very short and swift this time. And just a very quick announcement, I am going to have a webinar on Sunday for 2 hours, which is going to be on Elliott Wave plus time cycle और Candlestick. तो आप रजिस्टर कर सकते हो इस वेबिनार के लिए on the link wavestrategy.com/webinar. So वहां जाके you can register yourself for that webinar. Wavestrategy.com. Let me just share across the link with you all. I'll just share it across even for the people on YouTube. If you want, you can simply register for that webinar, and that's going to give you a classic insight into how to go about it. So the strangle for the week, I'm going to keep away far away on the downside. Firdaus, let's discuss that on the mentorship Telegram group. Okay. So that is what I wanted to share across. And guys, do download the app, Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul. That's the app I'm talking about. So do download the app and ensure that you are following me and learning across all the techniques that we have done. We have Master of Waves session also, and I'm just launching a very quick poll in case you are interested to be a part of this Master of Waves session. I'm just shared across the poll, and you can simply register on this poll if you are interested for any of this program. Any questions, please? I'm open for questions. I'm going to see you on Sunday at 11 a.m. and do not forget to download the mobile app Ashish Kyal Trading Gurukul. That's the very important thing. So यहाँ पर I'm just sharing across the link with you all. So हमारा Master of Wave session is happening on 17th-18th September, which is over the weekend. We will be looking at very detailed fashion on wave theory and everything. Indian market has not decoupled, I would say, because the overall market right now is not looking decoupled to me. We will move in tandem. The only question is, are we going to catch on the downside with Dow Jones, or Dow Jones is going to catch with Nifty? My take is that Nifty will catch with Dow Jones. That's my take, and we will see soon. And Monday is going to be very important day. If we break the support level, 17,500 is a huge open interest build up also. 17,500 put side पे अगर वो breach हो गया, तो short covering by put sellers will start, which will drive market index lower. So देखते हैं क्या होता है. Are we going to go down or not? That's a very crucial thing to observe. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Ashish Kyal signing off, and see you on Sunday at 11 a.m. Thanks a lot.